price mostly at the fuel pump. State leaders rallied this afternoon, trying to get on the same page before an emergency national cabinet meeting tomorrow. Some are pushing the Prime Minister for fuel tax cuts. Others want better communication.
Bulk carrier Pacific Opal lumbers through Sydney Heads this morning on a 16-day journey to Vancouver. A reminder, oil moves far more slowly than its price. March, the month Brent crude roared above $100 a barrel.
So unfortunately, this situation is not going to end anytime soon.
Prime Minister Albanese has called premiers and chief ministers to their second fuel emergency meeting of National Cabinet. The state leaders holding a pre-cabinet discussion late today. Queensland says Canberra has to provide faster fuel price and outage information.
For every state and territory, every day, via a national dashboard.
Business now warning the leaders not to repeat the COVID pandemic's hodgepodge of different state approaches.
That was hopeless, and we've got to avoid falling into that trap again.
So that nationally coordination approach continues to be of vital importance.
Tasmania will press for the federal opposition's proposed cut to fuel excise.
We're not talking forever, we're talking in the short term to alleviate the pressures on household budgets.
The leaders to meet as the Iran war begins its second month. The economic impact during the first, punishing. Back then, petrol prices started with a 1, not today. The diesel that drives agriculture and industry rocketing even higher. March bruising too for those with their savings in shares.
I think we're on the edge of a recession here.
As an alliance of service stations reports one of the ugliest numbers to emerge from the March fuel panic, so-called drive-offs, where the motorist simply doesn't pay, rising in some areas by 50%.
People should, of course, be paying for the fuel that they're consuming. We don't need our service stations having even more financial trouble.
National Cabinet's meeting of the leaders is set to begin mid-morning and run for 1 hour. It's likely they'll at least discuss ways they might encourage Australians to work more from home. Also, the Victoria and Tasmania plans for free public transport to drive down fuel use. Potential fuel rationing could be a topic, though the government says we're a long way from needing it. Parliament here will also consider the government's new plan to underwrite some fuel shipments. Likely to expect some chatter here after comments today from Liberal Andrew Hastie. He has gone out well in front of his colleagues to say Australia now needs a major overhaul of its tax system.
Tim Lesser in